What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 15 of our Pokemon Opal walkthrough. In the previous video, we explored Caligine City. It's really misty and hazy in the city, and there is a creepy cemetery down south of the city. We also took on Gym Leader Celine and her crazy ghost Pokemon. She had an alternate form Frostlass, which I believe is like a ghost and ice type. It looked really cool. But as we ended off the previous video, Apollo ran up to us and he told us to come and meet him at the prison. So that's exactly where we are. And we've also found Professor Urbano here. So we're going to explore what's happening in the prison. We've just picked up a rare candy hiding in the trash can. And I don't know if you guys have been following along since the beginning of this walkthrough, but if you go and watch the first episode, it actually starts off at the Pokemon League, one of the Pokemon League championships in the past, and a huge bomb explosion went off, and that bomb was actually planted by Derringer. Derringer is the leader of Team Gatling. They're the evil team in this game. And it looks like he is locked up in this prison. So we're going to go chat to him in today's episode. Apparently he's a complete nutcase and crazy. So I'm a little bit scared. And as we enter the prison, it looks like there are a whole bunch of Dusknoir patrolling and keeping everything in check. But we enter the room where Derringer is actually going to come sit and talk with us. So let's see what he has to say. And ever since that bomb went off in the old Pokemon League Championship, there hasn't been a Pokemon League again since. And becoming a Pokemon trainer hasn't been all that popular. It's really gone down. But since we have been taking on the gym leaders, it looks like we are slowly building up hype and interest in Pokemon and Pokemon battling again. So I'm hoping that we will have another Pokemon League Championship one day. As you guys saw in the last episode when we defeated Gym Leader Celine, a whole bunch of the audience came down and they were super hyped after the battle. So there is a lot more interest. But when we started the game, wasn't all that popular to become a Pokemon trainer. So I love how unique and how interesting this new story is. But now we actually sit down and talk to Derringer, and he doesn't seem all that crazy at all. Even though Team Gatling is known as the evil team, what he says makes a lot of sense. I don't know if there's more to Team Gatling. Maybe they aren't as evil as everyone thinks. But another surprise is that Derringer has also had these visions of the legendary astral Pokemon. And he's pretty much had these same messages that we've been receiving throughout the game, where this astral Pokemon has warned us that some evil is going to arrive in the region, and that we've been chosen to try and stop this evil. And there we just saw a glimpse of the astral Pokemon. It looked absolutely epic. It's something I've never seen before. It almost looks like Zacian and Zamazenta, but a different form. So I find it quite strange that Derringer's also getting these messages from the astral Pokemon. I think he has a role to play in whatever is going to come to the region. I even have a feeling that we might have to work together with Derringer down the line. But who knows how the story is going to unfold. But it was nice to actually talk to him in person. And he doesn't seem like a crazy nutcase as everyone has made him out to be. He apparently is responsible for the bombing at the Pokemon League, like I said, but maybe we're going to find out a bit more with that story. We exit the room and it looks like all chaos is about to break loose. The Dusknoir have opened all the prison cells and all the prisoners have run out. So this is not good. It looks like they're planning a breakout. I think Derringer is trying to get out of the prison. We quickly have to flee to a room that's a bit safer, but all the prisoners are running about. I don't know if Derringer has escaped or not, but we've decided to split up and try and battle some of these prisoners and try stop them from escaping. So we're going to head out the eastern side here, and this looks like it's one of the prison areas. There's actually a grassy area where you can find some Pokemon. I'm curious to see what Pokemon you can find in this grass. Let's go and explore a little, see if we can find anything cool. We encounter a wild Pokemon and it's a Skuntank, level 36. So you might want to spend a bit of time here and explore. Maybe there's a cool Pokemon or two hiding in this grass. But now let's try and take on some of these prisoners. The first prisoner we have encountered only has 2 Pokemon. The first Pokemon he sends out is a Purloin, which our Shaboon has knocked out in one shot. And the second Pokemon he sends out is Pangoro, level 36. So we have swapped in our Safarion, and our Safarion's finished it off with our Air Cutter attack. And our Safarion has leveled up, so that's pretty cool. It looks like our Tangela has also leveled up and it wants to learn Razor Leaf. So our team's slowly getting stronger. But let's continue on. There are a couple more prisoners to battle, but I am going to skip these battles because there's nothing all that interesting. We're just going to work our way through and try to keep the video a bit shorter for you guys. But as you can see, it looks like the other paths have been blocked. All the police are trying to stop the prisoners from escaping. And we've found some of Team Gatling, so we're going to battle all the Team Gatling members now. It looks like they're behind this escape. Derringer must have planned something together with all of them. We battle 3 or 4 Team Gatling members, and then we find Derringer himself, and Colt is here, one of Team Gatling's leaders. And Colt has brought Derringer his favorite Pokemon, which is Greninja. How cool does Greninja look? I wasn't expecting Derringer to have such a cool Pokemon. But Derringer has ordered Colt to stop us and buy him some time so he can escape. So let's take on Colt. This is the second time we are battling him. I'm curious to see how much stronger he's gotten. The first Pokemon Colt has sent out is a level 37 Salazzle, the fire and poison type Pokemon. Our Shaboon is up front. We're level 41, but we get knocked out by the poison attacks. We send out Tangela next, who is grass and ground, but we're weak to the fire type moves. Tangela has been one-shotted. 2 of our Pokemon are down, and we send out Munchlax next, who has finally defeated Salazzle with his Bulldoze attacks. The next Pokemon Colt sends out is a level 38 Delibird, and Delibird's just hitting us with the shooting attack. It hits us 5 times and knocks out Munchlax. So things are not looking all that good. Half of our team has been knocked out, and that's the strongest half of our team. We send out Altaria now. Hopefully we can hit Delibird with an electric attack. But before we can finish it off, Colt swaps in Luxray, an electric type, so our attack doesn't cause all that much damage. We're going to have to attack Luxray with something else. So we try and knock out Luxray with our Dragon Breath attack. That's the most recent move we have learned. And one more Dragon Breath and we've knocked out Luxray. So Altaria is performing pretty well in this battle. It's finally getting quite strong. Colt sends out Delibird again, but we one-shot it. And now Colt sends out his final Pokemon, which is a level 38 Skarmory, the Steel-type Pokemon. We hit it with a Thunder Shock and we one-shot it. We have defeated Colt and all 4 of his Pokemon. Our Safarion wants to learn the move Air Slash, so we're going to replace Air Cutter with it. It's pretty much just a stronger flying attack. But that's it, we've defeated Colt again, but unfortunately Derringer has escaped. So this is terrible news. We're going to have to try and find him. But what a crazy and fun episode. I wasn't expecting a prison break in a Pokemon game, but that was really cool. And it looks like the next step for us is to head to the next city, which is called Galerna City. Apparently there's 2 routes that you can take in order to reach Galerna. So we might have to backtrack a little and then make our way to this new city and explore a new route. We also get HMO2, so we can fly now, which is going to make things a lot easier for us. I think we can look at the map now and try and see how to get to Galerna City, and we can just try and fly there. We'll probably have to teach fly to Altaria. But let's have a quick look at the map. We're all the way at the north. It looks like we have to go to Opalo Town and then go up the poisony swamp, and then we will reach Kelowna City. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go look at our attacks and teach fly to Altaria, and then see if we can actually fly to Opalo Town. In the next episode, we'll explore the new route. I remember that route was supposedly really dangerous, and there's a lot of poison type Pokemon. So I can't wait to see what's in store for us there. And we'll make our way to the next town. Hopefully we can find Derringer there. But that's all it's going to be for this one. Thanks for watching.